house.
Yeah.
You know, but every time you try to arrange something, you're on a jet flying off somewhere else.
Yeah.
Next places everywhere. So I thought, you know, while you're in the UK, we'll do it here. But what's your reason for moving to Romania? And do you own the house in Romania then?
Yeah, so the house in Romania is owned by a subsidiary of a shell company, etc., etc., etc. We'll leave it at that.
Yeah.
And I moved to Romania because it felt more free than the UK in certain aspects, and it is in certain aspects. It's certainly more free. You're always as an individual, you always have to make a trade-off, and the trade-off is usually between laws and the strength of the government and the judicial system and your safety. Right? This is the usual trade-off. So Dubai, which I love and I spend a lot of time in, the judicial system is extremely harsh, the laws are extremely harsh, but it's very, very safe. I'll accept that trade. If you give me a powerful government and a powerful police force, but you give me my safety to wear a $5 million watch, I'll take that all day. But you have countries like America and England, where the judicial system and the police are dangerous and they can mess you up at a whim, but they don't even give you your safety. So now you have to be scared of the cops arresting me for no reason and the criminal killing me. So they don't even give me a fair trade-off. So in my view, if I'm going to live in a country with a strong judicial system and a strong legal system, I want them to provide me my safety on the street and the safety of my family. And if they don't do that, I don't see why they're seen as so strong. There's countries in Africa and Southeast Asia, etc., where the judicial system's a joke. Then fine, the streets aren't safe, the police ain't doing their job. That all makes sense to me, right? But when the police are going to come along and mess you up for not wearing a mask or catch you for speeding and wreck your life, but they can't even offer you safety, then fuck them. So I decided to move somewhere else. And there are countries in the world where there's a really interesting, delicate balance of a government and a police force which are not strong. And when I'm saying that, I'm not saying I'm breaking the law. I'm not saying it in that way. I'm saying that minor infractions or tiny things are not going to be, I'm not going to be persecuted to the end of earth I would in the UK for a parking ticket.
Yeah, it's mad because they literally say in the UK all the time, people get caught more for speeding like that than people getting caught for stabbing.
100%, right? And this is what I even said. Like, in Romania, you don't get parking tickets. You just fucking park. You just dump the car, nobody gives a shit, right? So it's just a different way of life over there. But at the same time, Romania and a few other countries in the world, a lot of them are in Eastern Europe, they have a strong morality because they're very religious countries. So although the police are not seen as a strong police force, they're not like the English police, they're not as well funded, they don't have as fast cars, whatever.
Yeah.
It's actually very safe because people just have a different view of life.
Yeah.
So it all adds up. So I moved there purely for small things, bro. Kept getting parking tickets, kept getting this, that, a letter. When you're living in the UK, bro, you get a new letter through your mailbox every day. Someone wants money for something. You did something wrong. You had some fun. Yeah, you were breathing that day. Give us money. I was just like, fuck, why am I here? Bounce.
Yeah.
So I just left, and I had really good friends in Romania. I went to visit and ended up staying. So.
But why not Dubai? Because me personally, if I was to move anywhere, I'd probably go to Dubai.
I understand. I completely understand that. It's a good choice. And
because the only thing we've been, like, us boys have all have probably been caught speeding, especially my man here. Yeah. And that's the only thing, they don't really give a shit about speeding like that. They'll pull you over, say why you speeding, all that. But the second you commit a proper crime, you're...
You know and I respect Dubai. I really like Dubai. And like I said, I even have no problems obeying every single tiny law down to speed if you're going to give me my safety. But if you cannot offer me my safety on the street, then I think that you've failed as a country and failed as a judicial system, and I don't see why I should have to comply with any of your rules. But I've been there, since the beginning of this year, I've been there less than 2 weeks. So I'm never home anyway. So for me, it's just a base. It's just somewhere to park the cars, right? So it is what it is. I'm always jumping around because once you have a jet, you can time travel. So you're time traveling all the time. So
is the jet